full time here at the Deepdale. It is Preston 0. It is Liverpool 2. Liverpool booking their place in the next round of the Carabao Cup. Goals from Takumi, Minamino, and a incredible, biology-defying, back-heeled flick lob from our Lord and Saviour, Divock Origi, to give Liverpool the win. So welcome, by the way, to people joining us after the fact. This is the Final Whistle show now, leading in from the watch-along. We will be doing your reactions and fan reactions shortly after this. We will be doing player ratings and all instant match reaction. We'll be streaming live tonight on Redmen Plus on the redmentv.com. But look, let's talk about it, Chris, and we'll get through your super chats as well, by the way. That was one of the most boring games of football I've ever watched.
Yeah, it was pretty shit. But there was one thing that happened, and that's Divock Origi. Man, he just pulls out the bag somehow, doesn't he? I mean, talk about instinctive strikers. He just sort of comes alive when the ball's bouncing around the box, and that's what a poacher does. And we've always known that he doesn't quite fit our system and everything else. But when the shit hits the fan, that's kind of what you want to see, is someone like that you can just trust is somehow going to put the ball in the back of the net.
Nobody's thinking, I want Divock Origi to start against Brighton centre forward, and nobody's thinking I want him to be playing in any of the really big games. None of us has a problem. If you're saying, Divock is starting, I don't think anyone kicks off about it, because we know he can do a job for us, which is absolutely brilliant. Again, it speaks to the quality of our squad depth. Takumi, Minamino and Divock Origi can't get anywhere near our first team, and they've gone and won the game for us. Big cuddles for Shimaka's there, look at that.
Nestled in.
He did. That was a really emotional hug there he got there. It was a cuddle rather than a hug, that, wasn't it? Good to see him. Klopp is go around having a little word with Nico Williams, saying you should have squared that ball for Takumi, Minamino, mate.
That's why we haven't got 3 away goals.
Yeah.
We'd have had that carried on, wouldn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'd not even thought about that. Absolutely devoed. Yeah, it was. What a real shame. But that he was a big bright spark. Do you want to go through the stats what we got from the?
To be honest, I was on the City West Ham one, hoping to see a little update of the penalties. But we can go through some of the statistics and stuff. Liverpool had 73% of the ball. We had 9 shots. They had 9 shots. We had 4 on target. They had 4 on target. Difference probably here was they had 4 shots on target, missed 2 big chances. We created 3 big chances and only missed 1 of them. So in the end, I think when you look at that first 15-20 minutes, I know we were looking at it, we can show the first half stats. Liverpool had only had 2 shots in the first half, and Preston had 6. We come out second half, we have 7 shots, Preston have 3 second half. So we did what we needed to do. We changed it up, didn't we? We brought Nico Williams further up the pitch, we put Conor Bradley on, and we took Blair off, and that was the impetus for Liverpool to go on and win that game of football. Nico, we were talking about it, was Blair playing a little bit too inside? Well, what did Nico do? He didn't play like that. His starting point was right out on the touchline, and he arrived into the box rather than being stood there, and it was that arrival into the box that caught them off guard. He gave them a little warning before the first goal, I think it was, where he gets on the end of a cross and nearly scores, and then from that they actually struggled to pick him up. Yeah,
absolutely. It was it was a bit of an all-round crap game of football, if we're being perfectly honest. But, I mean, it shows the Nico Williams thing and where Blair's at. There's a kid who's been dropped in last minute for the side. And fair play, I bet he's put a great shift in this week in training to earn the right. And I'm sure we'll see more of him down the line. But the fact that we never heard of him, and that's, I think, I don't pay a lot of attention to the under-23s and under-18s, but they caught most of us kind of flat-footed on that. We don't quite know where he's at in his development, but Nico Williams, whether he's fully settled or in the first team, he's a first team footballer for Liverpool, and that was the difference. Yes, he's a right back, but he was much better suited in this game. He looked like a first teamer doing the job for the team than the kid did on the right hand side.
When we started to gain control of that game, Oxlade-Chamberlain was probably the first one who sort of got the ball a couple of times and sort of G'd everyone up. Then you got Kurt Jones coming into the game as well, Nico Williams coming into the game. It was the experienced players who were midfielders, who were getting forwards, that started to take control of that game. Minamino's involved, Origi obviously gets his goal and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, a good learning curve for the team there, because it was tough first half. They did have the better of it, the better chances certainly, and yet we've managed to turn that tide and go on, keep a clean sheet as well, thanks to Adrian. Some really good work from him, and then push on and get a couple of goals as well.
Yeah, so it was an interesting one in the end, and things one of those things where you can't know what the benefit of this game is until you get down the line. You know, Liverpool have booked a place in the next round. We know that much. We'll find out the opposition that they will play at the weekend when the draw is done for this one, which is obviously just an attempt to try and add some more viewing figures, I guess, to Soccer M, or for Soccer M to do something wacky. Mark Nobles just scored a penalty for West Ham.
First pen.
Give it the bifters because he screwed that penalty up when he come off the bench the other week, didn't he? So yeah, in terms of what we know then, minutes under the belt and goals for Divock and for Takumi Minamino as well. Similar for similar performance from Nico Williams. Good to see him getting minutes on the pitch. Curtis Jones getting pretty much the full game. Oxlade-Chamberlain. We'll have a bit more of a discussion around these players in more depth and detail, but obviously we also saw Nat Phillips for the first time this season as well, actually getting onto the pitch, coming on as a pre-planned substitution.
With the ball at his feet as well, didn't he, to be honest?
Yeah.
There was a few times where he was under pressure then. Foden
just missed the pen.
There was a few times when they were pressing him, he was under pressure, and he was just like, sound, I know how to deal with this. I've had nearly a full season in the top flight now. Certainly when he first came in at Liverpool last season, he looked a much better player today. And listen, he's not playing Premier League opposition, but he looked more comfortable to me. Yeah,
to their credit, I thought Preston did everything you would expect from them. They were strong, physical. They got loads of men behind the ball when they needed to. They obviously had the crowd on their side. They played like a football team, and Liverpool just weren't quite at it. It ended up being moments of brilliant. Oh, they scored a game. West Ham 2 up on pens just at the moment from Jared Bowen now.
Right. They brought Cancelo, Foden, Grealish and Gabriel Jesus into this game in what was already a strong side, not their first team side. But that says that they wanted to go through. Obviously, Foden's missed the penalty.
We said
already.
this just to segue into League Cup chat in general. We're level on League Cup wins now with Manchester City, or they're level with us. I keep doing that. This is their competition. He just likes hoovering it up, doesn't he, Pep? He's a proper football manager, isn't he? He wants that. He wants to be on that Hall of Fame, doesn't he? But yeah, which is why they're going for it, because he feels that's an important part of what they do.
What he doesn't realise is that the League Cups don't make them a special team. It's the European Cups that matter.
Yeah,
but he can't win them, so he's got to win something.
Well, exactly. And to be fair, I would love it if City went out. Normally, I'm like, I want them to play more and more games. That might make them more of a threat later on in the season, because it is a bit energy sapping. It's a bit of it's just a stupidly placed competition, the League Cup. The finals in a crap time, the semis are in a crap time, the quarters are in a crap time. But I don't want them to have more trophies than us on any trophy. We had some super chats come in. Warren McGreevy with 199 said, "This game made me want to wank with sandpaper." Wow. Just do it without. Just you don't need Storm Shadow 2K with the super chat for 20 knocks. Surely Adrian for man of the match saved us from 2-2. Interesting shout.
From 2-2.
We made 2 good saves.
Yeah.
It's not quite how that works, the butterfly effect, I guess, but we're not going to go into
he misses this, I'm saying.
Chaos theory.
Oh, no, it's a great
just
pen,
absolutely sat him down.
Days,
great penalty.
Great penalty.
Great penalty from Jesus. In case you're wondering, we are still live, and it is West Ham 3-2 up on penalties after 3 penalties each against Manchester City.
Someone just said then, what's this camera angle for the pens? It's weird, isn't it, the behind the goal one?
Oh yeah, I not really thought about it.
It's nuts, that, isn't it? You just don't see that, do you?
Scouser Cresswell steps up to take the 4th penalty for West Ham. Up against Stefan. Those Puma kits are the absolute worst. Great pen. 4-2 now, with Man City's 4th pen looming.
So, they missed this, they're out.
Should we stick it? We'll stick out to the end of the West Ham penalty shootout, shall we? And then what we'll do is we're going to do fan reactions, which will be streaming live immediately after that, then player ratings, and then the instant match reaction will be over on the RedmenTV.com's Redmen Plus. I understand that is a great draw this week, but it is part of an incredible suite of amazing content that we're doing for our subscribers over there, the subscribers that basically help to fund everything that we do across Redmen. It is Jack Grealish to step up
Miss it, you.
for Man City. Oh, he's had a little moment. Is he questioning the decision to not just be a really good player for Aston Villa? No, he's just going to score a really good penalty instead. Penalties have become a bit crap, I've noticed, in the last couple of years, and a lot of it's tied down to what the goalkeepers can and can't do. What was the game at the weekend when when one of them got retaken?
I didn't see it.
Oh, I wish I could remember it, but it was just stupid. I mean, Liverpool would not have won the Champions League in 2005 if they had VAR on the bench.
Come on,
right? West Ham. If West Ham score this one, they are through, and Manchester City are out.
Wow.
A lot of pressure. And he scored it. There you go. West Ham are through. Manchester City are out of the League Cup. That means we can give you, to wrap up the show, we can give you some score updates from the other games in the Carabao Cup. We already know that Chelsea went through on pens last night. Arsenal beat Leeds. Sunderland beat QPR. Brentford have now tonight knocked out Stoke City. Man City have been knocked out by West Ham United. Tottenham have knocked out Burnley, and Leicester Brighton is 2-2 and is currently, I believe, at pens as well. We'll know a little bit more about that in a moment. But yes, there you go. Plenty more to come from us tonight. That is the Final Whistle Show. Thank you so much for joining us for this. If you want more from us, do go over to theredmentv.com and join Redmen Plus to complete your Liverpool experience. Documentaries, features, interviews, and the whole lot more as well. 2 tiers over there. Yeah, the first major revamp we've done in nearly a decade. Totally worth your eyes on that one. If you've done it before, come back and have a little look and see. You might be pleasantly surprised with the depth and brilliance of the content we've got over there. Anyway, yes, there it was. Preston 0, Liverpool 2, place booked in the next round. Up next is the fan reactions on YouTube Live. Hope to see you over there. Ta-ra. Thanks so much for checking out the show this week. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, then do. But if you want more from us, extra Redmen shows, then go to theredmentv.com. You can support the channel at 2 levels, by Club Captain or Club Legend tier. Both get you a full suite of Liverpool-related content, extra Redmen shows, documentaries, features, and world-exclusive interviews. And Club Legends get their names here and on the end of those videos, and free merchandise as well. Perfect time to sign up on theredmentv.com.